All right, before we get started with our Secret Santa, I just want to remind everyone, especially Ian and Harrison, to be nice and stay positive, okay?
Yeah, no problem. Only smiles for me.
Same here. I promise I won't make Ian cry again.
I'm glad to hear that. Now I guess it's time to open up all our gifts.
Oh, wow! It's beautiful!
Hey, I'm gonna eat good tonight. Oh my.
Yo, I've always wanted this.
Wow, it's perfect.
Who got me a bowl of pebbles? Thank you, Ian. Thank you so much. I really love it. You're the greatest friend I can ask for. And this gift here, I'm gonna cherish it for the rest of my life.
You're welcome, buddy. I wanted to get you something that reminded me of you.
Give me one moment.
Wait, you're not mad?
As long as you're my friend, man, I can never be mad.
Oh, thanks, man. Hey, everyone, group hug.
Happy holidays, guys. I'm loving the holidays. Happy holidays. So good. Oh my God.
Happy holidays, Jacob.
Happy holidays, man.
I love this time of year, dude. I've been watching Christmas movies like non-stop for the past week. Speaking of Christmas movies, what are some of your favorites?
I don't like any of them. Home Alone, Die Hard, The Gremlins, they're all generic.
Wow, I didn't know you were missing a vital organ in your head. And I bet you haven't even seen all those movies.
Tharun, let's settle this another time. We got a show to run.
On this week's show, we are covering a last-minute Christmas guide, a review of the new video game Cyberpunk 2077, an episode of Having Fun Without the Sun,
as well as the Performing Arts Holiday Assembly and a year in review.
Without further ado, let's jump right in.
This past Monday marked the 79th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day is celebrated annually to commemorate the 2,403 servicemen that were killed by a Japanese surprise attack. These events, of course, led to the United States entering World War II. Here at APN, we would like to remember the brave Americans that lost their lives on that day.
If you're like us and have been spending all of your many waking hours on school and haven't been able to get gifts for your loved ones, don't worry, Safia is here with some last-minute gift ideas that are perfect for all your friends and family for this holiday season.
With the holiday season nearly here and so many projects and finals to study for, many of us have been too busy with school to even think about what we're going to be getting our friends for presents. But fear not, I have done all of the thinking for you. For the first thing on the list, we have a pair of good headphones. A pair of good headphones can go a really long way, especially with our different learning environments this year. Headphones vary a lot in prices, and such as these varying types from Bose, which are on the more expensive side. But if that's not in your budget, these headphones from JLab are awesome for the price and are super comfortable. On the topic of being cozy, a perfect gift is loungewear. It's not like any of us are going out that much, right? So why not give the gift of comfort? I'm obsessed with my Muertos pullover from the Small Business Preview, and you can find their link tree to cop down below. With many of us forced to make our learning environments at home, we finally have the luxury of making our learning environments to our liking. So why not give your friends the gift of wall art and prints? Right now you can find so many great different artists at the Jackalope Art Festival that is currently going on and will be going on until December 18th. Unless you haven't been on the internet lately, you've definitely seen hot chocolate on a stick. But if you don't know what I'm talking about, hot chocolate on a stick is basically hot chocolate on the end of a stick that you melt into a hot cup of water or milk, which is not only super relaxing but also super tasty. And you can find hot chocolate on a stick at Target or find a recipe online to make them yourself to give to a friend. I know that this year everything has been so crazy, and getting and finding presents for all of your friends is extremely hard for so many different reasons. So I hope that this made your life a little bit easier. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Safia from APN, and happy holidays, everyone.
I've only been staring at TikToks during the quarantine, and I think it's finally time to watch something new and exciting. That's why I'll be going to the free virtual dance showcase hosted by Orcasis. It starts today at 7 p.m., and you can find the performance on the website shown on the screen under events and tickets. Orcasis has worked so hard to create its performance for us, so it's important that we go and support their efforts. Enjoy the show!
As the holiday season comes rolling in, that old Christmas tree and other decorations might need some replacing. However, if you're starting your search now, good luck, there's nothing left in stores. What's one to do? We make our own. Here's Ethan to show us all how we can make some Christmas ornaments straight from our home, DIY style.
So it's a time of Christmas, and I thought it'd be fitting to get myself a Christmas tree, but it doesn't look like there's many Christmas trees around here. No! It's mine! It's mine! It's mine! Welcome to Having Fun Without the Sun, Christmas edition. Today we're going to be making DIY Christmas ornaments. So here are some of the things that I'd be using. I got some letters and wires to make letter ornaments. I'm thinking about spelling out something with it. Next thing, I have some cure pipes. Since these are bendable, you can make something really cool out of them. Also, my last item, paper. With this, you can do some origami and hang it up as an ornament. So now that I have all of my materials, let's get down to business. So while I'm at it, let's find out why we have Christmas trees. It all started in Germany, where Christians would bring decorated trees into their homes because they believed that evergreen trees would keep witches, ghosts, and spirits away during the winter. But when German immigrants brought the tradition to America, it was seen as a pagan symbol. It wasn't until Queen Victoria was sketched with her family next to a Christmas tree that Britons and Americans found the tree fashionable. Well guys, it took me a while, but I really think it paid off. This is my Christmas tree. Oh, I almost forgot something. Perfect. If you decide to make your own ornaments, APN is hosting its very own DIY Christmas ornament contest. Be sure to tag us on our Instagram at Apache News. The deadline for submissions ends Wednesday, December 16th, and the winner will be announced next Friday, December 18th. But until then, this has been Ethan, and I'll see you guys next time.
The Arcadia High School music program proudly announced the recent addition of Thomas Plunkett as its new band director. Mr. Plunkett has been directing and teaching for nearly 20 years and comes to us from Los Alamitos High School. Make sure to give Mr. Plunkett a warm welcome to the Arcadia family, and we can't wait to see what's in store from our beloved music program.
The expansive open-world sci-fi video game that millions of people have been anticipating for the last 8 years has just launched yesterday. But was it well worth the wait? Let's plug into Night City with Riley for a review of Cyberpunk 2077.
The game is out and the reviews are in, and while we're a day late, let's get straight into our review of Cyberpunk 2077. While it wasn't the 100-hour game that many leaks thought it was, we ended up with a solid 30-hour experience, enough for you to spend sleepless nights over Christmas break exploring the vastness of Night City. The map size is larger than GTA 5, with verticality to boot. For this review, I played around 3 hours in the game from the Nomad life path, and 2 hours from the Corpo life path. By far, the most extensive introduction comes from the Nomads, as you get to drive across the Badlands before arriving in a Night City for the first time. Yet the Corpo life path has great background too, as you get to place yourself in the shoes of the elite before you're booted out to the curb. The story, dialogue, graphics, and the city itself is amazing, as you're enveloped into a world ready to explore. Yet unfortunately, the game is far from perfect. On release day, bugs were all over the place, T-posing NPCs, polygonal trees, even turning into a Ken doll when you look in the mirror. The UI is also funky and takes some time to get used to. My biggest gripe, however, is that once you choose your appearance, your hair color and style, your beard, etc., at the character creator at the beginning of the game, you can't change it. Despite the vastness of Night City, there is not one barber in sight. We can only hope that as time goes on, CD Projekt Red addresses these issues and updates it with further patches. Overall, I describe Cyberpunk as an unpolished diamond. Just give it a little more polish, add a little more features, and you're a diamond of a game. Hard to really get immersed in the experience when you're dealing with bugs every 2 seconds. As it stands now, I have to give the game, unfortunately, a 7 out of 10. Back to the anchors.
'Tis the season to be truly jolly, because this week, APN isn't just releasing its holiday show, but it's also releasing Show 3 of its esports show Gotta AFK and Season 2, Chapter 2 of the podcast APN's Waveform. This week on Gotta AFK, Kevin Wu and Jackie Lang discuss the hot drama between Pokimane and Fedmeister, retirement of the legendary Doublelift, and the latest updates on Valorant's First Strike tournament. On our podcast, Lawrence Sung sits down with Kevin Wu to take a behind-the-scenes look at APN's innovative gaming show and the journey that APN took to create it. The new episode of APN's Waveform is premiering at 3 p.m. today, so go check it out after watching this show and Gotta AFK.
Hey Jacob, you should at least watch Home Alone. It's like literally a classic.
No, that kid is literally such a brat.
Ugh, Jacob, you only watch sad stuff all the time. The movie's like only an hour and a half. Come on, it's not like you're gonna do anything else.
You know what? Since you're my homie, I'll give it a shot.
Thank you. You're going to love it, all right?
We'll have to see while we go on a break.
My favorite holiday tradition is driving around at night and looking at holiday lights with my family.
Watching the movie Elf with my family.
One of my favorite holiday traditions is to write funny names on the gift tags so that it's kind of hard and difficult to figure out whose gift is whose.
My favorite holiday tradition would be baking baked goods for my family.
Decorating the Christmas tree with my family.
Playing White Elephant with my family on Christmas Eve.
When I open up my presents and see fried chicken.
Making gingerbread houses with my friends and family.
Gathering with my family and having a good time.
Hi, I'm Mr. Delphine, and my favorite holiday tradition is reminding myself that there's more to life than materialism.
Finals week has finally arrived, and if you need help studying, NHS has got you covered. Tutors are ready to cover subjects such as English, math, science, you name it. You can request a tutor at the AHS Students website and make sure you fill out the request form. If you have any questions, you can email nhs@aosd.net. They are going to be lifesavers.
If you're looking forward to watching the upcoming holiday performance by the music department in Arcadia's famous Performing Arts Center, well, you can't because the doors are closed. Instead, the new 2020 holiday show is going to be showcased online for everyone to see. Here's Ricky with more on how this extraordinary showing came to be.
On December 17th, the numerous music departments of AHS will be holding the Performing Arts Holiday Assembly. This assembly is a collaborative effort between teachers in the Performing Arts Department and showcases the band, choir, orchestra, orchesis, and drama.
Each group, so each performing arts group within the department, has worked independently to create their own work, and then we're compiling it together to create one whole assembly.
However, this shift from the usual live performances to isolated recording processes is challenging to work with, as the individual recordings need to be perfectly synced and adjusted properly for the final show. As for the performers, practicing for a virtual assembly has also proven difficult for them as well.
With the whole pandemic going on, it's been a lot harder to stay motivated because we aren't all together. A lot of the fun elements in band are getting to know your section and being able to play with your friends. Not having that is definitely a lot harder of an experience, but we've been putting in a lot of work into making this the best performance we can, and we hope you guys enjoy.
We commend all performers for facing this year's challenges head-on, and I'm looking forward to the assembly. Now let's take it back to Tharun and Jacob.
Chuck Yeager, the first person to break the sound barrier, recently passed away at the age of 97 this Tuesday, to the heartbreak of many Americans. 43,000 feet above the Mojave Desert in 1947, he flew an experimental aircraft at 700 miles per hour, making the first sonic boom in history and making a monumental advancement in aviation and spaceflight. Previously, he was an expert fighter pilot in World War II, shooting down 5 Nazi warplanes in 1 day and 13 overall. His rise to fame, especially after the release of the biographical film The Right Stuff in 1979, exemplified a rugged, yet dignified and humble sense of American heroism. Godspeed, Mr. Yeager, and thank you for all that you've done.
This year has been an emotional roller coaster, with humanity experiencing the best and worst the world has to offer. From the death of Kobe Bryant to the US presidential election, there was never a dull moment. Harrison and Clara are here to present what 2020 has brought us.
Hear the sleigh bells, it's Christmas time.
Thank you guys. Thank you. How are you guys? Thank you. Thank you guys. Thank you. All right. Thank you guys. All right. My name is Harrison Meyers. Welcome to this week's show. We're recapping 2020. Joining me is Clara Montenegro. Let's give her a round of applause.
Hi guys. Oh my gosh, hi. Harrison, look, it's on my band.
Okay, all right. They're here because of me. I'm the host. Let's not waste any time and get straight into it. 2020 has been awful.
Agreed. And honestly, I didn't even think this year was going to have an ending. I thought we were going to war after the United States drone striked and killed Iranian leader Soleimani. And then Trump got impeached and I was like, what? And then sadly, January ended with a tragic passing of Kobe Bryant and 8 others in a devastating helicopter crash. January taught us how quickly life can change.
February was a quiet month, all things considered. The 49ers lost the Super Bowl. Quite heartbreakingly, it was a tough pill to swallow, but it was nothing compared to what March had in store.
It started off okay. I mean, I thought we were just gonna have a chill 2 weeks off school, but the coronavirus proved to be no joke.
Hospitals were overwhelmed, people were dying, and we were all scared. Our country shut down, and we've been in limbo for what seems like an eternity. A good thing that happened in March, though, was APN got on the news for producing shows throughout the pandemic. The only lowlight was that I somehow thought that this was an acceptable haircut.
Harrison, you're trying to tell me that you think the haircut you have now is acceptable? I'm just joking. And you know who else had a lot of jokes? Carol Baskin from Tiger King. I mean, she definitely killed her husband, whacked him.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that completely took over TikTok for a while. Speaking of TikTok, that app has completely taken over my life and millions of others. Okay, all right, we're off track.
After the tragic killing of George Floyd, the Black Lives Matter movement was the story of the summer. Protests for all of those lives tragically lost, as well as demands for police reform captivated headlines. It was a serious few months, with even a protest being held here in Arcadia.
At the end of August, we tragically lost another legend. Chadwick Boseman, known mostly for his roles as T'Challa in Black Panther and Jackie Robinson in 42, after his private battle with cancer.
Another battle we faced were the fires here in Southern California and all throughout the West Coast. The sky was crazy, and thanks to our firefighters, few lives were lost.
All right, finally some good news. The Dodgers and Lakers both brought championships home, giving us something to smile about. Clara, it's funny, you don't like either of them, so October must have sucked for you.
Actually...
Okay, all right, I'm gonna stop you right there. Jealousy's a disease, loser.
Okay, Mr. George Washington here. Election year is always crazy, but this year even more so, with it taking so long for a winner to be announced.
Clara, we finally did it. We actually made it. The holidays are here. It's crazy, this is our last holiday show on APN, and I'm happy we finished it together.
Aw, Harrison, it's always fun working with you. Be it big or small, we hope you all learned something this year and can take it to 2021. We wish you the best of holidays, Apaches.
December holds some of our favorite holiday memories, and celebrating it this year with our friends and family can still be a special experience. If you want to sing Mariah Carey and watch the New York ball drop with your loved ones, please remember to wear a mask, wash your hands, and have a small, limited gatherings. It may seem unfortunate due to all the circumstances put upon us, but remember, the holidays are not going anywhere, and our spirit will continue to shine bright as long as we stay happy and healthy. Hey Jacob, I got you a little something.
Really? Me too.
Check your pocket.
Oh, thank you. Check your pocket.
Thanks, man.
What is this?
A pack of gum, isn't it great? Whoa, you got me a video game? This probably cost you a lot. Now we both got awesome presents, me a video game, and you finally some fresh breath. Best Christmas ever, dude. Ha, who's the loser now? Well, this has been Tharun, and that was Jacob. Have a wonderful holiday season, and from all of us at APN,
see you next year.